gentlemen, it is Horrortober.
Yes.
I was almost scared to hop on today, but I figured.
Yes.
So
I
the
removed
fakes-
the cobwebs from my microphone and
Hmm.
bloody rags from my camera.
Oh
And
my God, are you okay? Yes, I.
yeah, what are
No,
you doing?
I don't know who
Bill?
put them there. I really don't. Yeah. Just your last week, and I don't know. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it's Horrortober, and
Yeah.
have we got a movie for you?
We sure do.
And yeah. Are we just going to launch into this? Do we need a preamble? Do we need to launch, or just going to launch?
I think we just say this is our first entry into Horrortober 1973. The movie
Yep.
this month is from 1973.
Mhm.
Whatever that means to anyone. So that's our
Yes.
thing.
It was a magical year for movies, 1973.
Mhm.
Yes. And again, I'm going to say the best year for horror movies. We'll see as we go through.
Mhm.
I may change my mind, but for the next 5 weeks, I think it was the best year for horror movies.
Tickets, please. Right this way, gentlemen.
Maximum Party Zone goes to the movies. The horror movies.
Well, and what is our first movie, guys?
Why, it is the classic from George Romero, George A. Romero,
Mhm.
that everyone thinks of when they hear his name, The Crazies.
Oh,
The
okay.
Crazies. Yeah. Oh.
Synonymous with George Romero. He made some other movies too. I don't.
Did he?
I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd never
all
seen
right.
this one.
man.
I'd never seen The Crazy. I'd heard about it. And of course, the
Mhm.
picture, like you got people in like
Mhm.
hazmat suits with gas masks and rifles.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's kind of scary.
And it spawned at least one remake. So, like, yeah,
Mhm.
George
Okay.
Romero had his influence on film
Yeah.
through The
Mhm.
Crazies.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's hit it.
Let's do
All
it.
right. So I'm just gonna talk through the plot here. It's
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna say it starts in Evans City, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
A brother and sister play with each other in a house, scaring each other until they uncover the body of their dead mother, murdered. Their father has gone crazy and killed her. Then he goes even crazier and burns their house down with everyone inside it. We cut to some.
I am going to say real fast.
Yeah. Well,
My-
let's hit the pause.
My children finding my dead body is like that keeps me up at night. That's like I just don't want to find my dead. I don't want the cats to eat my eyeballs, and I don't want the kids
Okay.
to find my dead body.
Couple of requests. I
Couple
mean,
requests.
this era of movies, what I always appreciate is they don't play around.
No.
Everyone's a target. Everyone's in
Mhm.
danger. There's no thought of like, oh, this might be traumatizing. They don't care, and I
Yeah.
like that.
And
I
at some
appreciate
point, they cut to the hospital. Well, the girl's dead. The little girl's dead.
Yeah, casual, so casual.
Mhm.
Maybe I can save the boy. Nurse.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Mhm.
So after that family, you cut to a post-coital scene between the sexy David and his sexy Judy, where she reveals she's pregnant.
Mhm.
Or I think they already know that she's pregnant. Still looking hot, and he gets called. He's a firefighter,
Mhm.
and he meets up with his buddy Clank. Like I want Ratchet and Clank. I don't know, but it's David and Clank. They're both Vietnam War veterans. One of them is an expert sniper, and they go at each other about that. And
I gotta say, I had problems telling David and Clank apart. They both kind of had unibrows.
Yeah.
They're leading man material. They were not. There we go.
One was slightly more Neanderthal than the other, and that's how I would like. Like he just looks. The dumber looking guy. Yeah, that's Clank. Yeah,
Clank.
that's
Well, Clank was wearing in the firehouse what I would call a proto windbreaker.
Okay.
We're not
nice.
we're not full
Yeah.
members
No,
only
no.
yet. But he's
No.
in the
But I'm getting
firehouse.
there.
It was a light jacket with epaulettes and a zipper. You know, it was not as thick as a mechanic's jacket, but it was not fully members only windbreaker. So we're getting there. The styles are changing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, someone in the wardrobe, maybe a young person who would later go on to design members only.
Yeah, members only.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe you've heard of the company he designed. Members only. Oh, what?
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
No. It's,
you're
much
under
younger.
50?
You're much younger.
Okay.
It was cool. Listen,
trust me, you wanted it. So they call to the scene, and then they end up. It cuts to a hospital, and that's where Judy is, David's girlfriend. She's a nurse, the pregnant woman, and where Dr. Brookmeyer is treating two burn patients. The burn patients are the children, and as Bobby said, the daughter immediately dies, like she succumbs to her injuries. And I don't believe we ever find out whatever happens to the kid. With a town full of, I'm guessing he didn't get the best care for the rest of the movie. So from there, heavily armed U.S. troops led by Major Ryder show up and take over Dr. Brookmeyer's office. Just coming in, government takeover.
What's going on here? What's that? You can't come in. There was a lot of that. What's going on here?
Yeah. Someone needs to. Who's in charge? But when someone in charge gets here, we're going to talk to them. Okay. Now, I have to also. Oh, sorry. Go.
Yeah,
I got it.
Go ahead.
I just tell you, there was a couple of. I'm not sure where they filmed this hospital / thing, but it was someone's house. It was someone's house. They had like a weird like doors, and they had like a fish on the wall. You know, it was like you don't have a fish on the wall in a hospital. It was amazing. It was like it was done that way. No one's going to notice. You're going to be so caught up in the story. It's like we're 100% going to notice that it's somebody's house.
What's funny is I kind of bought it just as in it's a small town, and like in Florida here, there's not a lot of skyscrapers because there's a lot more space. And so you see a lot of like 1-story medical places and stuff. And so I could almost buy like, okay, it's a 1-story medical place but it was,
We've already met about 35 people at this point. Once the cops arrive, and all the
9 minutes
doctors,
in,
it is almost erratic at how fast we're plowing along here.
Like
No, I was going to say we're going to jump in with a factoid about the movie. That will help with that. So George Romero, he was also editor of the movie, and in this movie, apparently, he did not shoot a lot of master shots to kind of cut away to. So a lot of the things he were like close-ups or medium or any of those things. So he didn't have the choice of shots that you normally would have to pace things, which leads to a lot of like it felt very claustrophobic.
Yes.
Very very like unnerving. And so I think that was either not his choice, but that was the what happened. But anyway,
that is fun. The thing I thought of is Shin Godzilla, just the way that just such manic back and forth editing. Like you like the longest scene in Shin Godzilla, I don't know, is 15 seconds. Like it just cuts and cuts and cuts and cuts. And it's great. It's I really like the way but this reminded me of like, oh, I wonder if those guys saw the Crazies and were inspired. Oh, what a brilliant move he made to Of course.
So the army shows up.
Yeah. So then days earlier, an army I don't remember them specifically this early saying this, but I'm pulling this from the Wikipedia entry. Days earlier, an army plane carrying a bioweapon had crash landed near the town, infecting the water supply with a virus codenamed Trixie, which is highly contagious and causes victims to either die or become hysterical and homicidally insane.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and again, no footage of this. This was all via dialogue.
Yeah.
A lot of telling, not showing. Also, quick factoid: the original title of the movie was Codename Trixie, and the producer was like, "I can't sell something called Codename Trixie," so he changed it to the Crazies and put the guys in the hazmats on the cover and the posters. Otherwise, it was like, "What is this?" So I like that was.
Codename Trixie is like. That's going to be in the back and the adult behind the curtain, the adult section.
Exactly.
This is not the movie I thought it was. I watched 90 minutes before I was.
I want to catch what Trixie is selling
Just
me.
to make sure it's not
Yeah.
what I think it is.
So then government officials send Colonel Peckham and the ever indignant Dr. Watts, who worked on the creation of the virus, to Evans City to contain the virus and work towards a cure. Martial law is declared in Evans City, and a quarantine is placed on the town. Army soldiers forcibly remove townspeople into a high school, rousting many from their homes, and shoot anyone attempting to escape.
Yeah. There's a scene where there's a bunch of young people dancing like in a nightclub or something. Boo, boo. And all these guys kind of with the gas masks and hazmat suits and rifles kind of filter in, and no one sees them until it's like, excuse me, may I have your attention, please?
What?
You didn't see us coming in?
Come on, guys.
That wasn't terrifying enough to seeing it's like, no, we were dancing. We just thought it was
Sorry.
Horrortober. We didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they want to tell us? They actually have something they need to say to us. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So government officials, and I missed them announcing who they were, if they did, but they're discussing alternatives of what to do, how it's spreading, what's going on. They're discussing the nuclear option, and they end up finally deciding, okay, let's call the president. And it's hilarious because all you see is the back of the president's head, like just the mysterious. I'm guessing it was for like, okay, we don't cast an actor, I guess, for the president. It was pretty funny, and then he gives them the go ahead to, if it gets crazy, the bombers are in the air and you can drop a bomb and destroy the town. So we get like all these jump cuts all around, and we start to pick up again with David, who now gets reunited with Judy at the hospital. She like the doctor gives her some medicine. At first I thought it was like some antidote, but I guess it was for her pregnancy, and he tells her to escape. He makes cover for her, and she gets out, meets up with David and his Vietnam vet buddy Clank, and then they're trying to escape and end up getting thrown in a van or something with two other people. A teenager, Kathy Fulton, who looks like a young Sissy Spacek. And
she did.
And her father. I actually waited to the end of the credits to make sure, like, okay, was that not Sissy Spacek? Looking like she did. She looked straight out of Carrie, Sissy Spacek. And so they end up going through a series of adventures, getting away from the soldiers. They befriend some in a house, and that's when they find out, like, okay, you know, the virus is in the water. They're probably all infected. And upon finding that, the Vietnam vet Clank just kills all those soldiers. Like, it's at some point, it's like, is this the Vietnam thing, or is this the water thing? So it just,
I kind of felt like he was kind of taking some pages of Night of the Living Dead with like, we've got to survive. And there's this guy with a daughter he really cares about. And the daughter seems to be going nuts a little bit. And this is something too, there weren't enough crazies. And they mentioned the crazies. And when you see it, some people do get homicidal, but some people just, it was a woman just like sweeping her lawn, you know, and then this young girl gets very childish and daydreamy and very silly almost.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that there's different levels of craziness, but I needed more crazies.
Yeah, I agree. I think the old woman who was knitting ends up like that. More of that. That's what I want to.
More crazies, please.
Yeah,
yes.
more like rampant stabbing.
I want to see how this disease manifests and what it does and how it makes people crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
I thought it was fun because when Clank blasts those soldiers, I started thinking to myself, does Clank have the crazies? Is this how his crazies manifests? You know?
Well, later on, they're in this house, and the father goes full on crazy, and he starts to get it on with his daughter, kissing her, throwing her on the bed, and then Clank comes in and sees that, and he is just furious. He like almost as if I in my head I was like, did they imply that maybe Clank had a crush on this teenage girl, and he rips the father off, and he is just beating the living hell out of him.
Yeah.
David comes in and calms him down, and they realize what's happened. Then you cut to, I think, the next day or the next morning. I'm not sure. But Judy in the kitchen, I think they open the pantry and they discover the father has hung himself.
Yes.
And is an awful shade of blue gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So people are going crazy, and it appears that David and Judy, they seem to be, so far at least, like they're not. Everyone else is going. The dad has gone crazy. The Clank has gone nuts. The father's gone nuts. Yeah. And
they're talking amongst each other like, "Hey, is even Clank? Is he okay?" And so from there, the father's dead, and then they're like, "Where's the daughter?" And then the daughter has wandered outside, and she's playing around with a sheep. They're moving around, and the soldiers are now coming to investigate. They're coming over the ledge, and they see this girl making a huge scene with all these sheep running around her.
Clearly crazy. Clearly crazy.
Clearly crazy at this point. And the soldiers show up, and she's like talking to them or being friendly, and they just shoot her. Did she touch them? Is that what it was, that she touched them, and then they're like,
yeah, they're like, stay back, get away from me, stay back. Yeah.
A lot of the dialogue was read through gas masks.
Yeah,
very hard to understand. Extremely.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to leave my house? What's that? I'm not crazy. I just can't understand you.
Our ADR budget is so low. So
it's hilarious because David uses that trick later to escape by talking
to a gas
mask.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Maybe that was the plan.
Bert, where'd you go? Bert, where'd you go? Yeah, I'm over here. I'm okay. All right.
At that point, Clank, the Vietnam vet guy, realizes like, oh shit, like he has a moment where he's like, I think I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
And they see the soldiers coming, so he's like, let's split up. And I think he knows that he's not going to meet up with them. And so and I think they also know that if we split up, we're not ever seeing each other again. And so he finally convinces them they go one way, and he draws the soldiers into the woods, and he turns into Rambo with just the way he mows down so many, single shot.
Yeah. Oh my God. So many bullets.
Yeah.
No way. It was just.
He killed a bunch of dudes, and all the way until he's out of bullets. Then he goes for his handgun, and he has bullets in that, kills more people, and he's out there, and then he's just relaxing. And then one soldier pops out from the other side and gives him a headshot, and that's it for Clank.
And we actually get like a spurting blood out of his head.
I know I would. I put 1 hour, 22 minutes, headshot. And then 1 hour, 24, headshot. That was Clank's. There was another guy. It was like at 123, spurting blood is what I wrote down here. Like, what's happening? Wow.
So from there, David and Judy they go to like some, I don't know if it was a construction site or what, but he hides her in some sort of concrete block, not concrete block, but
cinder blocks. She starts talking a little crazy. Talking, what are we going to name the baby? He's like, Judy, we got to get out of here. Are you kidding? We got soldiers. I think we should name the baby David Jr. What do you think? Yeah.
Get in the cinder blocks, woman.
Yeah. And so
it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. Like he probably knows it, and so he puts her there, and he hides up in the second story of some building.
Yeah,
soldiers show up, and the whole time you're at the audience, you're like, "Oh, she's gonna talk. She's gonna," and you hear the soldiers talking. Let's explore this, and then they point to the cinder blocks, and they're like, "All right, let's get like some tractor or something to check those cinder blocks over there." So you're like, "Uh-oh. This is going to be bad." And then they don't do that, and they don't find anyone. And two soldiers go to where David's hiding, and one of them goes up, and then David kills him with a knife. Yeah, and then takes his, I guess, not super bloody uniform, and puts it on, and that's where he uses the fake thing to where like talking to the other soldier fools him. Then the two of them are walking, and then that other soldier hears Judy talking, and he's like, wait, there's someone in here. I need to do something or call the others. And that's when David kills him. And then he starts to get Judy out. And a nice little turn here where David's in those biohazard suits, so which reads, "You're a soldier. Only soldiers are wearing those." And then town civilians show up and they're shooting at David, thinking he's one of the soldiers. And he's like, "No, no, no, I'm not." He tries to hide and take cover, but unfortunately, Judy gets shot and she dies.
Yeah.
And then the military shows up. They hear gunshots. I don't remember if they kill the town civilians or did they just run away? I don't remember. Yeah,
At this point.
yeah. And then they think David's one of them, but then you find out he's not. And then he's just sad, and he surrenders to the military. And at some point, like I guess he realizes he's immune to the virus.
Yeah.
And then he does not tell anyone, like an absolute just total bitch. Like really, like
the last 10 minutes of this movie had so many like,
yeah,
oh, no, don't you understand? Don't you understand? Like the doctor who gets mistaken for a citizen. Yeah, but just like it keeps happening.
Yeah.
So he just gets put in the containment area and he doesn't say anything. He's just quietly just sitting there, probably waiting for everyone else to die. So then we cut to the doctor, and Dr. Watts, we've seen him get so loud, so huffy and puffy with Colonel Peckham back and forth. I need this, I need that. And poor Colonel Peckham is just like, he keeps asking for things and they can't get him stuff just a little bit more. Like they give him.
And by the way, they're not in the same building. So this is all over phone calls and radio calls.
Yeah.
So much of this movie, 15% of the dialogue is phone and or radio calls.
Yeah.
I really think.
It's just a strange, like, maybe there was a reason for that. Someone couldn't be shooting and they came up with that solution. But anyways, Dr. Watts, after all this huffing and puffing, he develops a cure for the virus. And he's celebrating and he's like, I have to take this to Peckham. And then I can't remember, did he take off his coat and forget to put it on or what he did? He goes,
he's just so excited. He was like, I have the cure. I got to go out and tell, So
he goes out and he looks like a civilian. He doesn't have his lab coat on, and soldiers stop him and they think he's a civilian, try to put him in the holding cell with the others, and he's yelling at them. And then all of a sudden there's a prison break of these crazy people, and he gets caught up in that mix of people. And then as they're escaping, he's trying to escape too, and he gets pushed down the stairs.
Yeah, sure.
And, something like that. Not even shot, just pushed down the stairs, and he breaks his neck and drops the vials of the cure. So no one's going to be saved that day. And then finally it ends. The last shot is Colonel Peckham. He's talking to the powers that be above him, and they're saying we want to relocate you to Louisville. And it says because there's the virus has already been reported there, and we think you have the experience too.
Yeah.
And he's just so bummed. He looks like he's gonna hang himself. And that's where the movie ends.
Well, it really, really ends with Peckham getting picked up by a helicopter at night, standing in this ring of ultraviolet light because it kills the germs, changing out of his hazmat suit.
Oh, that's right. And he's
all of his clothes, this naked black man. As the credits are,
from the top,
really?
the top shot. Yeah,
it's this very overhead angle.
Yeah,
he's getting naked. He's getting naked and putting on a new hazmat suit.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah, well, that was something. That was something else.
That was Crazies.
Yeah. The Crazies.
A couple of things that I was going to point out. One that's funny because it's about the doctor we just talked about. So that same actor plays the doctor in the beginning of Dawn of the Dead. He's got an eye patch on, and he was like, "This is spreading, and we have to do this." And I was like, "Oh, I wonder if it'd be awesome if it was like the same doctor." And he fell down the stairs, and he just busted his eye up a little bit. But he's got an eye patch now, and he's the same doctor. Like, I was just in this crazy town, this thing, and like we got to do this with this zombie. He's back to being in the middle of. I mean, the shades of Night of the Living Dead are very, very heavy in this movie. With like, there's. the hero or heroine getting killed at the end.
Yes, the crazies
Forget
or
it.
the zombies. Yeah.
Yeah. Even the opening shot, the very first shot, was kind of like, oh, it's kind of like when they're driving to the cemetery. It was like a country road, and I was like, neat. And then, but then it was after that, it was kind of like, oh no, this is
yeah. Now, I thought we want to try this out. Do we have our third question ready? We don't know if we have a third, but we decided it'd be fun to do some 3 questions for every movie that we're going to answer in rapid fire here. First question: who's the true monster? What do we think? I don't think it was the Crazies.
Yeah,
I don't think it was the Crazies.
It was the U.S. government, I would say, is my vote.
Yep.
For the monsters.
The government.
All right. We're not going to look at the acting, the script, and the plot. Buy, rent, borrow. So for an example, acting, I'm going to borrow the acting. Script, maybe rent. But I'd buy the plot. I'd buy the plot.
Yep.
The overarching story I would buy. But I'm not taking on the script or the actors. I'm gonna maybe the script, definitely not the actors. Any other opinions on there?
I agree. I think the plot is the winner. The other things are tied for second and third, and or below that.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like Colonel Peckham's put upon performance. Although maybe it's just he's playing a put upon character and not really a put upon military man. I liked Dr. Watts. He's the winner of one of our individual awards for later.
Okay. Oh, we don't have our third question. Maybe it's the Patrick McGowan acting
Oh
award.
my God. Chomp. That scenery, delicious.
Yeah.
If it is, it would definitely go to that doctor.
Yeah.
Who looked like
France.
Looked like our friend Tyler L. FYI.
I totally see it. Yeah. So if we I know we had talked about best line or worst line. I don't really.
Okay.
I don't know if we really had one.
I wrote down a couple lines. One of them was we already talked about, but the line was, and this is when the doctor's talking to Judy and the kids are there, and he says, "The girl just died. I think I can save the boy. Move!" Which is that was a line.
We can save a male child. Yeah,
exactly. At one point, when the sheriff comes and sort of barges into the office, someone puts a gun. He's like, "Don't give me that shit, boy." And just said no. But he said so. I'm like, what? Yeah. No, very fun. Very fun.
All right, what do we think? How many flying meat discs are we giving Crazies?
Well, wait,
we got one more. What?
Yeah, I've got some awards I want to give out.
Okay,
and,
sure.
First, the Keith David Award for Best Voice, and that's going to Richard Francis, Dr. Watts.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to give the Mayor of Easttown / Task Award for the Best Philly Accent. And it's the actor who played Colonel Peckham. I missed that it was in Pennsylvania, and it wasn't until towards the end that I was listening to him talk on the phone. Yeah, and he's like, "Is he talking like he's from Philadelphia?" and then I realized like, "Oh, he is." Like, "Oh, nice."
Okay.
Nice.
The old school Doctor Who award for worst special effects, and that goes like just. How the guys in the hazmat suits died, like whenever they would get shot, just like did you even have like those little caps, like the amount of blood you're wearing white, like it's, that was.
They're saying there's not enough blood. They missed an opportunity.
Yeah.
Like these people wearing white to really gore it up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. High contrast.
Yeah. I have a best death and worst death.
Okay.
And I thought originally I had Clank's headshot against the fallen log. The way he dies, he gets a headshot. But it's you guys remind me. No, it's the old woman with the knitting needles. That was the best. And she great surprise, wonderful surprise. The worst death, the father hanging himself.
There is no second choice. That's it.
Yeah.
It's all, I know the whole movie even took a turn there. It's like, okay. And
I had one for best jump scare, but there was none in this one.
No.
So, yeah.
It's all just kind of unnerving.
Yeah. No.
I have 2 more factoids.
Oh,
Please.
Okay, they're pretty good. One of them is a guy who was the DP for the movie. His name was Bill Hinsman, who was actually the cemetery zombie in Night of the Living Dead. So he worked behind the scenes.
Okay.
Film that. It was kind of cool. He worked with George Romero. And then in the 2010 remake of The Crazies, Lynn Lowry, who played Kathy, has a cameo. She comes riding out of an alleyway on a bike, like a crazy lady on her bike, riding her bike.
Love it.
Like,
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
They gave her really good. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So,
yeah.
And the budget was $200,000, which showed every bit of.
Yeah.
It's not very much.
Some of it was left on the table. Yeah.
Yes. And in fact, there's probably wishing that there was more.
Yeah.
Flying meat discs. We go 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 flying meat discs.
Yeah.
We're doing 10.
Let's do it.
10. I forgot. It's been so long.
Yeah. We I think it was 1 through 5.
The 5.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 through 5
being
flying
the
meat
best.
discs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny, what are you thinking?
Again, that the idea that the plot is good. Just on that alone, I'll give it a 2.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Similar. I wanted more Crazies. It just I felt like I had heard about the movie and the title, and a town goes crazy, and they may have to nuke it. I'm like, awesome, and it was just so many telephone calls and planning meetings, and there were some times, some people are like shooting up the police station. Sorry, one guy is shooting up the police station. Like, I want more Crazies. So. I got to go 2 as well. I got to go 2 flying meat discs as well here.
I'm gonna go a little wild here, guys, because honestly, I thought
Uh-oh.
I liked all the hazmat guys.
Yes,
I liked the idea. I liked the title. I liked the plot. I'm gonna go 3.5 meat discs.
Okay.
Purely on concept, if not execution.
Now-
I really thought it was.
Yeah.
There is I want to say a 2010 remake
Yeah.
of this. Timothy Oliphant was in it, and I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to see it. I believe it is also on YouTube. I believe it is also free. But I'm curious, like, do they? Because it's a good idea. Like, what, I'm sure.
I have seen parts of it, and there are many more Crazies being much crazier.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, but maybe for another Horrortober we could do that. We could do the movie and its remake. See what next year.
Yeah. All right. That was the Crazies. That was exciting. 73. It's got room to grow. We got room to grow. Bought one size up on the shoes for that kiddo.
Should we give it a shot? What's next week? Next week is the Legend of Hell House.
Yes.
All right.
Legend of Hell House.
Very nice.
For those playing at home.
And it is free somewhere on the internet, I believe. Yes.
Tubi or something.
Yep. I'll post a link in this episode for that. I'll put for both movies, for the Crazies and for next week's offering.
Have you seen?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have you seen? This is a more recent one. The Morgan and Morgan law firm sues Disney over the Steamboat Willie ad. They use Steamboat Willie, who is now public domain, and Morgan and Morgan is a huge law firm. The main, I think, John Morgan, former Florida Gator. They sued him because.
And this is a billboard law firm. This is one of those billboard law firms. We're not calling them ambulance chasers anymore.
Nope. No, that's the politically correct.
Yes. Yeah. It's one of the you don't pay if you don't win.
I got okay.
Yes.
Wait, is that the woke name is a billboard
Law firm? Yes.
So the proposed 37-second ad shows a Minnie Mouse type character. Type because you still can't use Minnie Mouse. She's still not public domain. Character calling the law firm after Mickey Mouse crashes a boat into her car. It includes
I like that. That's funny.
So far so good. Yeah,
He's just like whistling. Do 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 do. Wow.
Doing the wheel like he does, spinning the wheel like one handed.
Spinning the wheel.
Yeah.
And so it includes a disclaimer that the ad was not approved, authorized, or endorsed by Disney. But now Disney does not want it done, and it's what is it? Contends in the suit, Disney has a well-documented history of aggressively enforcing its asserted trademark rights, including a July 16 lawsuit filed against another company selling jewelry that incorporated elements from Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat was quite a cottage industry all of a sudden. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I think the car accident is a far better use of Steamboat Willie than jewelry.
Yeah, and I mean the iconic 1928 animated short featuring the public debut of Mickey, and Minnie Mouse. My apologies.
Oh, okay, all right.
Entered the public domain last year, but Disney still holds trademarks for later iterations of the characters. So you can do. I mean, you can do what you want with Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie.
So we need some Steamboat Willie MPZ ads. Is he headed to one of our shows? That's too easy. That's ideal one. Low hanging fruit.
We're on a cruise where Steamboat Willie is the captain.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just cuts between him like flinging the wheel and catching it and whistling, and then people on a boat like Side Adventure or Titanic or something. Oh my gosh!
What? Not Titanic. It's not a public domain.
We won't sell it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's a commentary. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Fair use.
Yeah, protected under the copyright laws.
This week on Fair Use Theater. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't sue us. There we go.
Don't sue us.
I think I think Popeye is in public domain too. Something weird, like it's like, huh. I think you jump on.
I
that.
want to say the last time. Let me see if I can find. We did something on Popeye. A while ago.
Sailor Man? He lives in a garbage can?
Back in...
I don't live in a garbage can.
That's a silly song children sing. That's not true.
Yeah. I can't find it. I thought it would be in the record of our running orders, but I thought it was like February or something where the annual public domain shows up. And Popeye, And the description I remember in the article was saying how he was kind of a dick, like just making fun of people and just be just a total like curmudgeon guy of like people asking him to do things like if today, would you like to help a homeless person? Why don't you help me? Like that sort of like help yourself. Like that's just an absolute, even
Popeye the grumpy man.
Yeah. He was, but because of that, I can't remember the date, but it must have been coming out of all this stuff. It becomes popular. It's a reaction to whatever the tone is. So it must have been some happier, maybe the Flapper era or something, and it's reacting to that go get 'em whatever thing, and people loved like he's like telling them all to fuck off and yeah.
He's got a red MAGA sailor hat.
Yeah.
Popeye tells it like it is.
Spinach. Just asking the questions.
Spinach gives you autism. No, it doesn't, Popeye.
I want autism. I want autism.
I'm trying to say, it's like hyper focus on his muscles. Like I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah. The sailor hat, the muscles. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
What?
It's all becoming clear now.
Oh my
God. Now for Halloween, we wanted to pitch a horror movie every week that we do this.
Okay.
I do have one I could pitch.
Okay.
Or I don't know if someone has something else.
Go for it.
I do.
But it's based on this week, like it was all the the rapture. It was time for the rapture, and it's basically that. Like there comes a time people are talking about the rapture. It's going to happen, and certain cults start to disappear, and more people start to disappear, and they start to buy in. Like, holy shit, is this rapture really happening? Certain people of importance disappear, and so someone starts to investigate, and through that investigation, basically, you come to find out it's actually aliens. Aliens are they've implanted this idea, and for like way back, they kidnap them, and they need their brains for something, and they harvest humans, but they want them to go willing, and but basically that's the plot.
We have the technology to move across space and time, but we still need manual labor in our salt mines.
Yeah.
No,
human brains. They're so complex.
I like the idea of because usually it's like, oh, they're probing, they're doing whatever, but it's like they want your brains.
Yeah.
Straight up. There's no. I like that a lot better than like they're studying. It's like they need us for something, for fuel or whatever.
Yeah. Grind up our brains to break their space bread. I don't think that's real.
I don't think that's what's going on, but I don't know.
But also the first half of the movie would probably be about faith and just believe like maybe it is our time. And no, you find ultimately no, it's about it's aliens.
It's aliens.
Yeah.
I love that. That's fun.
There was a something going around TikTok that somebody sent me of this woman getting ready for the rapture, and her way of getting ready for the rapture was to make sure there was stuff in her house for all the other people that are left behind. When she's taken, of course she will be. She said, I gotta make sure there's stuff in the house for all the people who are left, who will clearly be scavenging and time trials and tribulations, and will clearly be wanting to live in her house. Of course, when she is gone. Yeah. And I got to make sure there's candles, there's some canned goods. Just like, all right. That's great. There's really arrogant on several levels. Let me just say.
Really. It's like, and then Wednesday, she's like, oh my, I've financially ruined myself buying all of these things, and I'm still here.
Crying while sitting in candlelight eating Denny Moore. Beef stew.
Beef stew.
30% less sodium.
Oh no, even worse.
I need that sodium.
Oh man. Yeah. There was. Remember, there's a series of books, Left Behind.
Oh yeah,
big series, and there was one of the spinoffs. I think it was called like Tribulation Force. That's a great title. But,
it is.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone who's left behind then would assume they're not saved. So we're following all these unbelievers. I don't know. It was a very confusing thing, but they sold a lot of them.
Let's get right to the bottom line. Yeah. The bottom line. They
sold a lot of tribute.
Yeah. So Legend of House next week, everybody. I'm excited. I have not seen this movie either, but 73 being such a good year, packed from top to bottom.
Yeah.
It's just got to beat. Got to be crazy.
Who will be the real monster?
It's the house, I think.
Oh,
God damn it! Wait till next week.
No spoilers.
Tune in and vote.
I did you know that? I'm saying Roddy McDowell. Go ahead. Sorry.
Roddy McDowell's in this?
Yes. That's the
good.
It's like here we go.
I think we have an early front runner for the Patrick McGowan
for the McGowan Award. Now, didn't you say, Bobby, this was from a story by Richard Matheson?
Legend of Hell House. Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm. Yeah.
Okay. And we were talking briefly before we went on air that there was also this thing, something of Hill House, Shirley Jackson, unrelated, but also a haunted house. It's like, what? Did they talk at a convention? I'm gonna write Hill House. I'm gonna write Hell House. Hey.
Get your chocolate and my peanut butter. Yeah. Well, Hill House is about a house with a portal to hell. Hell House is a house about a portal to A hill. I don't.
Yeah.
Is it a scary hill?
How did I get here?
Not
Not really.
particularly. Is it very sloped? Is it very steep? No. You know.
I can see my house from here, but not much further because it's only about 10 feet up.
You got to kind of walk down sideways. It's steep
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got to kind of shuffle your way
you could-
down.
Yeah, you could trip. You absolutely could trip, but you'll be fine. It's not
Yeah,
that
you'll be
big
fine. You'll catch yourself.
Soft grass all around.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very-
Yeah, it's like a golf
Picturesque.
course with them. Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds nice.
Okay, great.
I'd bring a picnic basket, frankly, and maybe a blanket.
It's beautiful, really.
Quite lovely.
Oh,
I don't know how I got here, but I'm coming back. Yeah,
Not too many mosquitoes. A little cooler.
yeah.
Did you guys see the portal? I did. The hill? Yes. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
yes.
Oh my god, I love it.
Don't tell anyone.
Sorry, those secrets.
Secret. Our secret. Secret hill.
That sounds really scary. I like that.
I want to tell my friends. You can't.
I'll kill you for telling me about our secret hill. All right, this got really
Yeah, all right.
unnecessarily
Page 7.
spooky.
It's really not deep into this. I know the hill wasn't scary, but it does possess people. What would a hill make people do? I don't know. It's just that the hill possesses people. I don't understand.
Yes, plant wildflowers on me. Yes, I will plant.
Yes, I will plant. Wow. Come
Honey,
to
you
me
don't
every
seem like
day.
yourself.
You haven't been into your job in 2 months.
Just mounding up all your mashed potatoes into a mound. I don't.
And he builds a greenhouse to live in. It's like, wait a minute, it's just like our house, but a greenhouse. I'll be in the greenhouse. Okay.
Ah,
The haunting of greenhouse. Oh my god.
Yeah.
so hot in here.
Oh, so sweaty. So terrifying.
Humid. The plants love it.